led the European Allies to victory in World War II. Most of them mere infants when Eisenhower, the President, led the United States through the Cold War years. Dignitaries from around the world have gathered in Washington to honor Mr. Eisenhower's memory. Lyndon Johnson slipped quietly into the nation's capital early today, his first visit to Washington since leaving the presidency. French President de Gaulle is also in Washington, his first visit since that tragic November when he walked in the cortege behind John F. Kennedy's coffin. General de Gaulle paid a courtesy call at the White House this morning, conferring with President Nixon for almost an hour. 10 minutes after de Gaulle departed, Mr. Nixon welcomed another visitor, King Baudouin of Belgium. Similar visits are being scheduled by other world leaders who have come to Washington. General Eisenhower's widow, Mamie, remains in seclusion at the Washington Hilton. Evangelist Billy Graham was among today's earlier callers at Mrs. Eisenhower's ninth-floor suite. President Zayton Shazar of Israel also dropped by to extend condolences, as did many other visiting dignitaries. Members of the Eisenhower family remain close by the widow's suite. Later today, after the Capitol is closed to the public, the Eisenhower family and close friends will have a chance to make private visits to the rotunda. Shortly thereafter, the scene will shift to Washington's National Cathedral. In keeping with General Eisenhower's own wishes, the funeral service will be simple. There will be no eulogy, no pomp, no military pageantry. The rites will open with an organ chorale by Bach and close with the strains of Lead Kindly Light. 3 ministers of 2 Protestant denominations will officiate, and representatives of more than 75 nations are expected to attend. After the service, the coffin will be taken to Union Station, placed aboard a special train, and Dwight Eisenhower will begin the long journey back to Kansas and his boyhood home of Abilene. Around the nation, there are countless observances today. Special services have been scheduled at West Point, Mr. Eisenhower's alma mater. Government offices are closed, postal services generally curtailed. Schools and universities are closed or are holding special memorial services. Most city administrations have suspended work for all or part of the day. Public transportation in at least 2 major cities observed a 1-minute halt in service. So did a number of major railroads. The Supreme Court met briefly and adjourned without conducting business. Both houses of Congress are empty. Major sports events have been canceled or delayed until after today's funeral service. Most of the nation's banks and all major stock exchanges are closed for the day. We'll have the latest weather forecast after this message.
Hardly a driver anywhere can say truthfully that he or she has never taken a chance when driving. But how much time do you really save by taking it? Weaving through traffic, racing to beat a light, passing on a blind curve. All the little chances save just a few seconds. Next time you're tempted, on the way to the store or work or anywhere, ask yourself, how important are the seconds I'll save? It may be the most important question you've ever answered.
Variable cloudiness this afternoon, a chance of a few brief showers or snow flurries. Rather breezy and cold with high temperatures generally in the 30s. Winds will be westerly 10 to 20 miles an hour. Fair and cold tonight, lows will be 5 to 15 degrees. The winds will be light and variable. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, not quite so cold, with highs in the mid-30s to the low 40s. Winds west to southwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour. And that's WKTJ News. Total news next at 3 o'clock. News headlines at 2:30.
Enjoy the excitement of success. Get that big